Hey everyone, and welcome to Offstage, a conversation with students, hobbyists, and professionals from the world of music about music with me, your host Anagh. And today I have guests Vallabh and Sanchit. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey
Doing well,
man,
bro. How's it going?
going good
Going
man. How are
good.
you?
I'm doing good. Just finished my board, so life
That's
is good.
nice. Mine is still
That's
going on.
lucky. still
It's
very
okay,
lucky.
guys. It'll get better. It'll be done eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
And then there's entrances after that. So yeah, right on the inside.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, man.
But can you guys give us a little bit of an introduction to yourselves, Sanjit?
Yeah, I'm Sanjith Muthegere. I just finished class 12. I'm a keyboardist producer.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
How long have you been playing keyboard for?
Little over a decade, perhaps.
Nice, nice. And Vallabh, what about you?
I am Vallabh. I am also in class 12, and I am a guitarist producer, and I like to dabble in mixing quite often.
Nice. How long have you been learning guitar?
I think it would be 5 years in December.
Oh, nice. Damn nice.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, 5 years in December.
Nice. So, one thing I want to know, it's pretty much what I ask everyone, is how you guys got into music, and also not just music in general, but how you guys got into Sanjit. For you, it would be keyboard, and Vallabh, it would be for you guitar, right? So,
Yeah.
Vallabh,
Okay.
Vallabh, yeah.
So I think I was max between, I think it was between like 8 and 10. We went to go see a Bollywood movie.
Okay.
And the guy picked up a guitar, perfectly faked it, beautifully faked it now that I look back on it. And I thought he looks really cool. I should probably learn guitar. And then I started around, I think I started in between 7th to 8th. Yeah, and then that's how I got into guitar. And then now that I dabble in production, most of my production work was actually thanks to Sanjit and another friend who we used to be in the same class. And these guys used to do like basic production stuff, and they called me because I was pretty much the only guitarist they knew. So they called me, and I had to like actually do something. So I had to learn through, and I got like the Ableton demo version and like Reaper. I was absolutely trash at it, but I knew enough just to get along with these guys. So it worked out well.
Nice. Sanjit, how about you? How did you get into music and keyboard?
So like when I was like 6 or 7, my dad just enrolled me in keyboard classes because he thought it'd be nice to have a hobby. So I was just like casually going along with it till like 6th, 7th grade. Then I met the friend that Vallabh was talking about, Harshit. So then I found out that we also play the keyboard. Like we have really similar interests. We both like Linkin Park at that time.
Right.
So we just started randomly jamming up. Then we formed a band with Vallabh. And I think, Keshav as well. I think he used to go to Octavium. Yeah, so we found a band with him, Keshav, and this dude called Rishikesh. So yeah, we just used to jam, just have fun, do our thing. And then in the production side, so there was this phase where FL Studio was like a really popular thing, like everyone should have it. Yeah. So I think I got like the demo version, and I just went at it, messed around with it, and then eventually I got the other version. I think like the producer version. I think.
Okay.
And then there was this. Again, I was still messing around. There was this phase where there were these memes coming out and stuff. So I just used to make like random ass trap remixes out of them, like send it to my class group friends and school friends. Like it felt cool at the time.
We got like an audio recording of one of our teachers speaking. This man made a 3-minute song out of that. It was just like one lyric like repeated, but it was at the time it was like so cool because none of us knew how to do that. It was just this guy making all this stuff out of nowhere.
Yeah, you would have probably been worshipped by your classmates for doing
He very much was.
Yeah, I was just doing my thing, having fun. And then so post-COVID, so we just started getting into Pliny and all that. So we just got a slight introduction to him and a bunch of other artists like Polyphia. So I think for Pliny's latest album, like the 2021,
Right.
So there was a solo competition for one of the songs. And that solo piece had like weird harmony and stuff.
Okay.
So that time I was like, whoa, what is this? What's going on? And then like Vallabh wanted to like appear for the competition.
Yeah, the thing is, it was a guitar solo contest, and I genuinely could not figure out what chords they even were, because like now that I listen back to the song, it all makes sense. But at the time, it was just like, what the hell is this? No, this does not make sense. So I sent it to Sanjit, and he tried to figure it out with me. I ended up not participating because the one solo I wrote was absolutely trash. I didn't even bother recording a video and submitting it. I just
I figured out the chords and all that, but like I couldn't comprehend what was going on that time. And that like started piquing my interest a bit. And then I came across this YouTuber, Charles Cornell.
Okay.
So I think you probably know him.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. So I think he was reviewing one of Charlie Puth demo sort of thing. So again, there he uses wonky chords. That sounded really cool to me. So I tried replicating it on the keyboard. And then there was this like phase where I was really obsessed with the electric piano. I still am. So I was introduced to like keyscape demos at that time. Like this is like fairly recent, like a year back.
I think like a couple of months back at the most. like almost like at the point when we didn't have exams and like we were just like getting on call and jamming. Like every day, like 10 messages would come about like one plugin demo that he found. It's like, bro, the chords and the harmony is so amazing here. Like, and then he'll go about explaining it, and I'll be reading it. I'll be like getting the basic gist of it, but I won't understand what's going on at all. It'll be like this flat chord 7th inversion with this one and this one.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to put sense between all of this, and I'm like, I play guitar. I don't know what notes are.
Yeah, so like when I have an epiphany of sorts, I just ran to Vallabh because I have no one else. He's the only guy who like nearly gets what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's where the obsession with all this came from.
Right, and if I'm pretty sure both of you have original stuff, right? I've seen Vallabh
I have
post a lot
original stuff, but I don't have like a proper original song. I was planning because like I got into production like at the like midpoint of 10th, and then boards came, so I didn't really touch it much, and then COVID hit.
Right.
So 2020 I got into like basic, like figuring out how the DAW works, how a compressor works and all that, like basic computer stuff. In 2021 I tried to make myself sound better, write better riffs, and then I was supposed to start in like I was hoping to release a song by now in 2022, but then exams came and I didn't have the time. So I'm hoping to release at least 1 or 2 songs this year.
Is there any process that you go through that helps you write original songs, or something that like when you began writing versus when you're writing something now? Is there something that you've developed that has become like a habit in helping you write original stuff?
So at least from what I remember, I just used to go with the flow. Like if I got a riff, I'd record it and then I'd program drums over it, see if I could write a piano part on it. I didn't really think about how I could make this better. Whatever just came to my head, I put it. And as like time changed, I became more perfectionist, if that makes sense. I wanted to write the best riffs I could. I wanted to make it sound the best I could. So now it takes longer. Like I'll come up with a basic riff and then I'll keep jamming on that until I can add on it. Figuring out what's like that one bit that makes my head go, oh, this is actually pretty cool. And then I go about programming drums, bass, figuring out if I can do any synth parts on it, or just.
Anagh does not approve.
I mean, I like recording my drums by playing them, but
the thing is, if I actually had the time to learn drums, I would. I genuinely would, because it's so much easier than just like using your mouse and doing
exactly
all the time. It's so boring. You can actually just play something and get ideas out.
Plus, I like a little more organic feel to the person playing.
Yeah.
Because the small imperfections is what make it.
Yeah, is what makes it like an actual good performance.
Yeah. And Sanjith, what about you? Have you dabbled in the area of original music?
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas in my head, but I've not been able to get it out on my laptop or whatever. And I'm not able to record it for a good while because of exams and stuff. But I do intend to put out some stuff.
After the exams.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything is after the
After
exams.
everything.
I
Everything is
don't
after
have
the
a life
exams.
until the exams get over.
Yeah, and speaking of exams, I both of you are doing science, right? And
Yes.
so, how has it been doing science and music? And has music helped you cope with science, or how have you been able to balance doing music and doing something as science? Because I'm an art student. For me, it's now I can't relate, and
Yeah.
I know science. Being a science student takes up a lot of your time, and how do you manage to balance doing music and science, and not just balance, but does it help? Who wants to go first?
Sanjith, go first.
Well, so there isn't like much of a balance, I guess. Like,
Okay.
So what?
I think
how
like
do I phrase it?
for us, like when 11th hit, we were fully online, so
Yeah.
we didn't have to do pretty much anything. We could spend like 8 hours a day doing music, and max maybe 1 hour before exams we'll sit and study. We didn't have
basically
much.
school didn't count till like last year.
End of like at the beginning of 2022 it started counting. That's it.
Yeah.
Until then it was all
relate
this.
to.
Yeah. Until then it was just like pretty much all the time music or all the time doing something else. It was rarely, there was no balance.
Yeah.
And now it's kicking us in the ass. Like we have no time to do music and everything's on the exams. So hey,
I mean, I'm pretty sure after exams you guys will have some time, no? Before.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
All it starts.
Yeah, we have so much planned.
We have time, but yeah.
Oh, you have so much
See.
planned. Can you give us a little teaser into
No.
what you have planned?
No, like not like not a proper plan.
Genuinely, the only plan is Sanjit will probably come to my house because I have like a nice table, everything actually pretty laid out here. And then we'll probably record something and then we'll probably work on it. Because now that we don't have like restriction, he can come home anytime and he can play. Don't have to be like COVID and die off. So he can come over and do. We had that restriction before. We couldn't like come properly because either some wave was happening or some exam was happening. There was no time routine for us to meet and so now we have like actual recordings. I have like a couple of like ideas that I recorded on my phone. Like I just used the audio recorder, recorded a couple of riffs, and then I'm hoping to like expand on those. Having a couple of ideas.
Yeah.
And what are your guys, some of your biggest influences? Not just for getting into music, or but also if there's any in your writing or in general, what are your biggest influences in music?
I'll go
Sanjit?
first.
Okay.
I want to hear from Sanjit first.
Okay, so like my influence here is very specific. So there's this one demo.
Okay.
It's by this dude called Robert Glasper. So like the Keyscape demo for the electric piano.
Electric piano.
So like the voicings he plays, and he plays a riff out of one of his songs. I forgot its name, but he plays a riff from that. And the voicings he plays on it, no, that's like really influenced my playing style right now and what voicings I play. Yeah, so that's been a huge influence.
And Vallabh, what about you?
For me, if I had to like name one constant like source of inspiration, it would be Architects, the metal band Architects.
Okay.
That would be like, but like throughout times it's always been changing. Like at the beginning of 2020, like before that I didn't even like listen to metal. I was always like rock and roll or pop. And then my taste shifted to metal, and then I got into Megadeth, and then it switched to Polyphia. And then
Playing God. Let's go. New
yeah. Oh, dude, that's
playing
so
God's
good.
really nice, man.
It's
like
really good.
Dude,
like
acoustic guitar.
they're slowly transitioning into jazz as well, like in the second section.
Yeah.
Like you can hear
It has like a
those-
slight Latin but jazz feel, and
yeah. They also
They
play
still
like
keep that polyphia
Yeah.
sense to the song.
yeah, they play like 4/5/1s and stuff there, so that's really nice.
I'm gonna be honest, the Polyphia sound isn't about the guitars, it's about the drums and bass. There's no
Yeah, bro, the bass tone.
the bass work on Polyphia.
Oddly.
Yeah. So it was Polyphia for a while. And then after that, I think it was just me getting into more metalcore and like gent.
Yeah.
So and then like right now, like there was like a proper like 8 months where Architects and like Bring Me the Horizon and Polaris were all like amazing bands. Like I only listened to them for a while. Right now, my main inspiration is the New Monuments album.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's been on repeat for so long.
Yeah.
Like any riffs I'm writing have like that John Brown feel to it. So that's probably my influence now.
Yeah, Andy's done a really good job as.
Oh yeah, his vocals are incredible.
Yeah. He's one of those very rare events where the replacement everyone loves.
He's much better.
Yeah.
I like Andy much better than Chris.
Yeah, not that Chris is bad, but Andy.
Yeah. And like I have to mention Pliny and Intervals. Those two guys have like, because I used to sing and then I hit puberty and my voice went bonkers. I cannot sing for the life of me now.
Hey, I'm sure you can. I think if you continue singing now and you started singing and you already sang before, it will only help. Your range will probably be wider.
I know. The thing is, I actually like spoke to a couple of my friends. Like one of my friends actually teaches music, and she told she'll actually like help me get back on like vocals. Because again, the New Monuments really got me onto vocals again. So until then, it was mainly just instrumental work. So I had to figure out how to like actually have a melody on the guitar. So that worked out with like Pliny and Intervals. They're instrumental bands. So it helped me like get melody ideas from them.
Nice. I mean, I can't wait to hear you sing, man. You have to sing.
One day.
If I can manage to sing, you can definitely do that.
Dude, like,
bro, you sing well, man.
Huh? Yeah, like when you put out that, like I think it was We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Yeah. That is
dude, I saw you sing. I'm like, this guy does everything.
I try.
Like, dude, you can actually
you're pulling it off, man.
It actually sounds really good, bro.
Hey, thanks, guys. I've still got a very, very long way to go in, especially vocals. But you got to start somewhere. So
somewhere.
All of us will only get better. Yeah. And of course, you guys have done a lot of things. You guys have been playing music for a long time. Both Sanjith has said for a decade, you've said for 5 years. So what are some highlights that you've had in your musical journey so far? Sanjith?
Yes, I'll go first.
I'll go first.
Me?
I think.
Okay, so I have like a couple. Like I think I have like two that mainly go hand in hand.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So like, I think between 8th to 9th, do you know Furtado's? Like in yeah. So I used to go there.
Okay.
So they told me there's a show in Mumbai. Do you want to go play? And I was like, okay, yeah. And this was the time when I just started like getting into metal and like Guns N' Roses, and I just got my electric at that point. And the thing is, the other guitarist, I was the bassist. So, and they took, I think like every day for like a solid 2 months, I had to go to Koramangala, and that's like an hour drive every day. So I essentially spent the whole day there, and the Mumbai show played out amazingly though. Like we played Canon Rock and Euphoria by Bolivia. Like we mashed those two up, and the crowd loved it. They actually made us play again, which was actually lucky because we were the last set, so we had the time to play again. That was probably one of the best experiences in music that I've had so far.
Side note. Sorry to interrupt. Wasn't Pliny there in the same building that day? You did.
Dude,
that's the same thing, right?
I like. Okay, so I actually found this in 2020. Yeah. So at the time, Pliny was there like 2 floors below me when I was there in Mumbai. And I did not know who Pliny was. I'm pretty sure I walked by him and I didn't even know who he was. And like, I think I like saw one of his YouTube videos of like his India tour. And I'm like, bro, I was there right next to him and I didn't even know him. And
I'm sorry, I just had to interrupt there.
And then the second one was like in 10th grade. So like Sanjith said, the 5 of us had a band. And like the thing is, there's nobody else who plays music in our school, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, that I relate to. When I was in Sherwood, I can relate to that,
nobody,
even if it was there, very few.
There's probably people who play guitar or play drums, but I'm going to be very blunt here. We're much, much better than them. By a long stretch.
And all I'm going to say is I relate to that.
Yeah. So at that point, it was only the 5 of us who actually had like decent skills to play. So we were the one playing for like any festival or any like annual day or anything.
Any school thing.
Any school thing was us. And like throughout the year, there was this time. Okay, so I do not want to bring this up, but I will. We recorded this, like there was this Times NIE competition.
Oh God. No, wait. It'll get better, wait.
It'll get better. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So our music teacher was like, okay, yeah, we have like this competition. I'm going to enroll you guys for the original music. You guys have to write a song in like in some time frame and then submit it. We wrote the song. It was probably the worst song you could have ever heard. Like you could have died of cringe. Okay? The guitar work was probably just the sloppiest I've ever been. We didn't even bother recording a bass.
We didn't know how to record that time. Because we were only into the MIDI work.
Yeah, and we didn't even
stuff much later.
Like we didn't have a sense of low end or anything. It was just guitar, drums, and piano and vocals.
Oh, okay.
There was nothing else. And the guitar tone, if you told me you ran it through like a dustbin, I would not be surprised. It was that bad. And then at one point, our teacher's like, okay, the recordings have to sound better. And Rishikesh's dad, I don't know how that worked, but he got us like a slot at the Octavium studio.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we recorded like proper.
Yeah, Ruthvi.
Yeah. So Ruthvi was like looking after us there.
Yeah, and he lost it. It was the worst thing that could have happened.
We hadn't
rehearsed.
We hadn't rehearsed. We hadn't done.
We were writing drum parts as they were recording. So we're like, okay, I hit the snare at the 2 and 4 instead of the 1 and 3 this time. And he's looking at us like, did you guys not rehearse this once also? Why are you writing your drum parts now? And then we recorded everything. And that was probably the only thing that made it at least listenable and not just essentially killing your eardrums. But it was still horrible. But it was really fun. I'll give that. It was unbelievably fun. And then and all of our teachers essentially hated the 5 of us because there was always something music going on and we had to bunk so many classes.
Yeah, that was the best.
Yeah, so it was just like literally like, I think we came to school at 8:30. The first 2 periods, nobody's allowed to practice or do anything other than studies. I don't really understand that policy, but like the moment 10 o'clock hit, till like 2:30, we wouldn't leave the basement. That's where we'd be jamming the whole time.
Nice.
So all of it, I think like that went on for like 8 months and that was like the best, like combined with all the live shows we played in school, all those 2 are like the best of the highlights for now.
Unfortunately, all I can say is that must have been fun. I didn't have any of that. Of course, when there were competitions, 2-3 days before the competition, we'll have the jams and we get to classes and all that. But other than that, rest of the year is just attending class the entire day. Typical stuff.
The thing is, we always use the excuse we want to do better. We want to make ourselves sound better. But the thing is, if you had like taken off like 4 hours of the thing, if you gave us 4 hours before, we could have pulled it off. We Juma just went there and bunked. We didn't have a need to stay.
You would have had some of your best memories and all of that.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Definitely. So that was like peak.
Yeah. Sanjith, now you have to tell, what are some of your highlights?
Honestly, man, most of it is just what Vallabh said. And then I'd like to mention, I think it was about the time when Old Town Road came out.
Oh God.
Yeah, so like, wait.
Oh God. Okay.
Then this was during my remix phase. So I'd made like a parody with like lyrics for, so the song.
Imagine like
MG
Bangalore
Road,
lyrics.
like MG Road. So it was a very traffic-based song of Bangalore traffic and stuff. And so we were in the basement. So all of our kids were sitting around. So
there was just like the senior who played drums because I think Rishikesh was busy at that time. So our teachers didn't allow Rishikesh to come. So we got a senior drummer. He's an amazing drummer.
Arab was also, I think, Octavium.
Octavium, yeah.
I mean,
he was.
There are a few Arabs, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, Arab Mishra, I think. Mishra only, no?
Yeah, Arab Mishra.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal drummer.
Yeah.
And like,
he only got us into Pulifia and stuff, no?
Yeah, he was the one who showed me. Actually, no. Pulifia, I got introduced to my Mumbai show. So.
Oh.
You know, fun story. These guys keep bullying me for it, but for like the 2 years after I got to know what Pulifia was, I thought the name was Bully Viva. Because my teacher didn't pronounce it properly. So I always just say, I go to YouTube and search Bolivia and I just get Bolivian music and I'm like, this is not what I played.
By the way, is Rishikesh the same Rishikesh on the group chat? I think there was one.
Yeah. It's him.
It's him.
Only. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sanjit, you were saying about your highlight, the MG Road and
so
remix
I
phase.
think, we decided to play Old Town Road, just like jamming, we're just messing around. So all of us went like insane heavy. I started screaming.
Just like, I don't think I've heard like Sanjit scream. Like imagine like a proper fry scream. The thing is, we were actually like blocked. Like imagine like loud as hell drums and like an amplifier on max. That was both of us just.
He's just playing power.
Yeah, and I'm just strumming the power chords like a madman, and he's just blast beating his way over there. And Sanjit just screaming the lyrics. It actually sounded
No
good.
technique,
Like
absolutely nothing.
he just yelled, and like I think like 200 people just like followed around the basement because it was so loud, and everybody just
people
looking
started
at
coming into the basement
and jamming with us.
Oh wait,
For
this
no
was in
reason.
school.
This was in school. Yeah.
I thought it was in your house. Okay, that makes this 100 times better.
This is peak shamelessness from our
I think
part.
our music teacher came up to us and said like, "What the hell were you guys doing in lunch break?" It was so loud. It was genuinely loud.
Okay.
Like, everyone they started coming to see what commotion is going on.
I think our
They
campus
actually
is
liked
pretty
it.
big. Yeah, they loved it. Like I think like 2 days after, they're like, "Bro, that was amazing. You guys should actually perform that." And we actually did ended up performing that in like there was like this quiz thing that going on for like the inauguration ceremony. Our teacher like just do that. It was nice, but it was
Sanjit
too loud.
scream. Please tell me Sanjit scream.
No. We got actual singers. We got actual singers.
Is there a video of this anywhere?
No,
I hope not.
absolutely
hope
not.
not.
There might be some kid might have recorded it. Nobody knows.
If it's there, then I'm gonna see if it's there, because if it's there, I
It's
have to
not,
see
man.
what is
It's
there.
not. It's probably not.
I hope it's not.
I mean, fair enough, but I mean that would have been hella fun. Like just
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
if you
like,
want,
the whole
if
process.
you want, now that we actually sound good, I'll make Sanjit come home and scream into my mic, and then I'll record everything and I'll send it to you.
Yes,
just for that.
please do. Yeah, don't just send it to me. Post it. That's so the whole
So
world
that
can
teach me-
the whole
teach me
world can see how
vocals,
amazing it is.
No,
Don't
the
ask
thing is-
You sing, man.
Dude, I have done. It takes me at least like 8-9 takes to get something that sounds decent. Don't learn.
That's for anything.
You can learn vocals better from YouTube than from me. But yeah, the whole world has to see Sanjit screaming. That has to.
Yeah. I'll make that happen. I'll make that happen.
Please make that happen. Yeah. And for the last question that I have for you guys is, what are your future plans? Do you guys plan on doing music as a career, or do you plan on doing it as a side? Do you plan on still continuing doing music?
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
That's a
There's no way I'm
must.
stopping. There's no way I'm stopping.
Nice. So if not music as a career, then what future plans do you guys have?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
No, nothing in plan yet.
Any idea what you'll take in college?
I'm taking computer science.
Yeah.
I got into college and I'm set for now. So
Nice. Sanjit?
We're running the rat race, so as to speak, at the moment. Yeah.
Makes sense.
music's definitely a career option for both of us. Like I said, like in the beginning of the thing, I actually wanted to release like something by now, but things got in the way, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like have like a solid like maybe 4 songs ready that I can just like, now that I have new ideas and some time has passed, I have ways to improve them. So maybe if it actually sounds decent enough and I'm like proud enough with it, I'll maybe release it as an EP. Maybe.
Nice. Can't wait for it.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So that pretty much brings us to the close of this episode of Offstage. I believe this is the 17th episode of Offstage.
17th episode, yes.
Thank you guys for joining me in today's
Yeah, no problem. It
episode.
was
It was really cool.
It was an honor.
Yeah.
It's like the first time this has happened to either of us, so this is like,
I'm sure it won't be the last though. I'm sure it won't be the last.
yeah, it's
I
definitely
hope so,
not gonna be
man.
last.
Yeah.
It's
And check the both of them out on Instagram. They'll be tagged if you're watching this on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, their links to their social medias will be in the description. If you're watching this on Facebook, I don't know what to tell you. And
If you're watching this on Facebook, just get Instagram. There's no point of watching it on Facebook.
all the parents watching. it
Wait,
on
I
Facebook.
think one of them does have a Facebook account.
I deleted it. There was like this Horizon Devices, right? The company. Okay, so there was this competition that it was like this collaboration thing, and me and Sanjit participated in it. It was actually one of our like best works till now. We actually posted it, but we didn't win.
Something that I'm
genuinely
say that I've done.
It's I'm actually really proud of that, but we didn't win. And it was like a Facebook only event at that time. So I had to get Facebook. I deleted it the moment it was over and I knew we lost.
Yeah. But if you're watching this on Facebook, you can search for the usernames on Instagram. That would be Vallabh Sivaprasad and Sanjith Muthegere. Like
just our names, man.
Just their names, yeah. Same goes for me as well. And thank you guys for joining me to this episode. And I will see the viewers in the next one.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Thanks, man.
Bye.